action, you know, sprinkled throughout the first act, but couldn't afford to do, you know, 3 different action sequences. So we structured the film such that we started and then bounced in and out of time and space.
This place seems sanitary.
This was shot in an old World War I munitions factory. So I think we all contracted some horrifying diseases by being there.
It's gone now. This was the last thing that building was ever used for. It was bulldozed shortly after filming.
Easy.
Probably turned into condos, no doubt.
A little strong for a lady? I'm calling Wang.
Gina, so fun, so tough, but so gentle for a fighter, you know? She's a fighter, and never felt that comfortable manhandling me. I had to keep asking her to be rougher.
We have another talker.
And Ed, who is just an absolute true warrior. The most enthusiastic person I think I've ever met. I've said that if he were on the deck of the Titanic and it were sinking, he would be the only one standing there doing a jig. Like, he just doesn't have a negative bone in his body.
Unflappable. So he's kind of the perfect co-star, you know?
This may cause you some discomfort.
Just shows up, ready to work every day. Good attitude.
Happy to be there.
Yeah. And great. Just really filled Ajax out exactly how we'd hoped.
But if you think superhuman powers are acquired painlessly, well...
You know, he wasn't written British, but when we found Ed, when Tim cast Ed...
But we need to subject you to...
We thought, you know what, it really adds to the character to keep his British accent. He's obviously British, so...
It breaks some eggs, right? But I'm about to hurt you, Wade. I was a patient here once myself, you know. The treatment affects everyone differently. It made Angel inhumanly strong.
When you're acting,
in my case,
in pain, do you rely on sense memory, or how do you trick yourself into feeling pain that's not there?
That's a good question. I don't. I mean, I've certainly had enough accidents in my life to know what it feels like to kind of seize up like that. But it's, mostly you're just rigid when you're in pain, and that's kind of what you're. I don't know. I'm not really an actor, to be honest. Actually, I have a man's hand up my ass who's puppeting my body throughout the course. It's my agent, actually.
Well, I would imagine acting in a lot of ways is an exercise in diluting yourself, right? I mean, because you're ultimately diluting an audience, but at some level you have to delude yourself to feel the things that you're supposed to
you
be
just
feeling.
believe it, you know, and it sounds easy enough, but it's not that easy, but you just believe it. You just make yourself believe.
We'll see about that. I suppose we will. He's all yours.
Oh, come on. You gonna leave me all alone here with less angry Rosie O'Donnell?
There's a string of about 15 to 20